All right, kids. There we go. We are live on Facebook. Okay, yay. All right, this is everybody. Simmy, he's back. I'm so excited.
Round two.
Yay. Okay, so where's my, we're going to share this. We're going to go on. We're going to go live in just a couple of seconds here. We're actually not live. We're pre-recording for tomorrow, so we're going to be recording. Okay, so let me do this. We're going to talk about a lot of fun stuff today. I hope you have an opinion.
Sure.
I know you do.
Absolutely.
I know you have an opinion. That's
Opinions, plural.
Yeah, perfect. That's what we need. I had a guest on here a few weeks back. She didn't have any opinion on anything. I said, oh my God. Okay. All right, let me see. Let me see if I can hear. Okay.
Should be able to hear everything.
Oh, there I go. Okay, yeah. All right. All right, so I think we're ready. Yeah, I think we're ready. Okay.
Do we need this one?
Oh, yeah, now you do. Okay, watch Simmy. He doesn't want to. Don't mess the hair.
I'm going to mute you guys' microphone until
Okay.
time's coming, okay?
Okay. All right, he's muting us. Perfect. All right. Let's see. There we go.
Ooh, girl, you're shining like a Fifth Avenue diamond. If they don't make you like they used to, you're never going out of style.
This is the Just Steph Show. I'm your host, Steph Palermo, your Italian Boston girl moved south who shows you how to enjoy life. Right here on Love 860, every Thursday, 11 a.m. until noon. Tune in weekly for tips on enhancing your life by balancing body, mind, and heart. And featuring Living Atlanta. Find out where to go this weekend.
Hey, this is Steph Palermo, and it's the Just Steph Show. Everybody has two lives. The second one begins when you realize you only have one. We are second lifers. We're empty nesters, newly single, and those starting over age 3. Your healthy, happy, hip years are just beginning. The bat phone is connected, so give me a buzz to chat today, 404-355-8699. Tell me what's going on in your life. I want to hear from you, and we have a great show for you. We're going to talk about healing and healing yourself, because I know things sometimes are tough during the holiday season, and we're going to talk about is he or she marriage material, and I have my great friend Simmy Ahluwalia.
Yes, you got it right.
Yay,
Awesome.
I got it right.
Hey,
Yay.
good job.
Thank you for coming back. You were
Thank
here
you for having
last
me.
year. It was like
Yes.
a little over a year ago.
I think it was.
Yeah, so thank you. I'm so excited. We're going to talk about the Jingle Mingle and all things Jingle Mingle.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because that's such a big event here in Atlanta, and I
Huge.
think that I was happy to, I said, oh, let me get you guys on here, and we'll talk about it and talk about what the purpose is and what you all do and
Absolutely.
what people can expect and all of that. We'll get all that information. We can talk a little bit about you, and so you can
Awesome.
tell us what's going on in your life.
Sure.
So, let's talk a little bit. Well, football is the college football is sort of winding down to all those bowl games and everything. But there's not so much fun, there's not so many big bowl games this weekend. I mean, forgive me if your school's playing this weekend, but I don't see it. But actually, Georgia State is playing in Orlando, and that's the Auto Nation Cure Bowl. So, but next week we'll have more to talk about, because there's a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah.
But NFL, what happened to Tom Brady? Hello.
Everyone's got to have an off day. He had his off day. So they give him a pass. No pun intended.
Yeah.
Sorry, I had to go there.
Well, Thursday. Listen, we're pre-recording here, and it's okay. The audience can know. We can be real. I'm going to be real. So for Thursday, I can't do it because it makes me crazy to say, oh, well, tonight, but it's really tomorrow. So Thursday night for football is Denver is at Indianapolis, so that's your Thursday night football. I love it. Thursday night they have these really fun uniforms.
They do.
So I like to watch them every week just to see what they're wearing. So I think it's kind of cool.
A kind of fashion statement they're making.
Yeah, totally. And then a couple of games on Saturday, which is kind of odd for football, but that's because they're trying to fill in
It's that time of the year.
Yeah, it's that time of the year. So that they got a couple games on Saturday, but on Sunday, for you, the Jets are at New Orleans at 1:00.
Yep, we need this win.
Yeah, you do. You lost to the Falcons, right?
We did,
That-
unfortunately,
yeah.
when I was at the game. Yeah, it
I
was
know.
a tough loss.
I was watching everything on Facebook, so I saw
tough
everything.
loss. But you know what? Redemption in 2 weeks,
That's right.
12/24, which is Christmas Eve
There you
in
go.
New Orleans.
There you go. I hope that they get there. I mean, I really do. You want everybody to enjoy their home team, and I think, for me, I love the Patriots, but I think that, and of course, I always want to see them win. I'm a hometown girl for Boston, but I would love to see the Falcons do well. I mean, I really do. I mean, and I mean that. I mean, of course, Tom Brady rules, but anyway. But as for my guys, for Tom Brady, he's at Pittsburgh, and you're saying that's a tough game,
it's
right?
Gonna be a very, very tough
And that's
game.
at 4:25 on Sunday.
It's going to be a great game, actually. Because Pittsburgh's peaking right now, and they're playing really well. So it'll be interesting to see if Tom and Gronk can get back to form.
You know what? I have a 7:00 flight, so I'll be at the airport.
Oh, what?
So I'll be having a cocktail watching the game. So it's
Yeah.
and I'm sure it'll be packed in there.
Oh,
So but the Falcons are playing Monday night at Tampa Bay, so that's Monday Night Football.
big game for them.
Yeah.
Conference game.
So what did you do this weekend,
What did I do this weekend? Oh my God.
Mr. Social?
Wow. Friday. What did I do? I can't remember. It's so long ago.
Oh, I know.
Um,
Well, it snowed.
Yes.
Did you get snowed in?
I did. I stayed in that one snow
Did you
day.
get snow? Did you get snowed in?
That was
with
Friday,
anybody?
right?
Yes, it was.
So I did stay in Friday. And Saturday, I just went out for a couple of drinks.
How was that for you to stay in? Did you get like jitters?
I did.
Was it not good?
Yeah.
So-
Definitely cabin fever.
Yeah, that
Con-
for one day.
Condo fever.
I know that is.
Condo fever.
I know. I love it. That is so funny.
Someone that likes to get out all the time.
I know you do. You're like out every night.
Every other night.
Yeah. Well, and you go out to eat though. But how do you stay lean?
I hide it well.
Oh, that's a good answer.
Yeah,
That's a
well,
good answer. But yeah, I mean, because really, you eat out.
I'm your typical bachelor.
Right.
I cook occasionally. Was it Stouffer's? Is that what
Oh,
it is?
there you go. Here's a
Stouffer's lasagna.
Little TV dinner. I love it. That's so
Awesome.
funny. You know what? I on Friday it was so funny. I went to Costco on Friday morning before
Slammed.
but it started to get crazy.
Mhm.
And luckily I was getting out of there, and I had my kid call me. They're letting us out early. Come get us. I'm like, come get me. I'm like, oh, I just got to Costco. So that was kind of crazy. But we stayed in and just did had some food and whatever. And then people from Boston, it's not like here. Like everybody loses their marbles here.
Yeah.
People from Boston like, oh, it's gonna snow. I'm making meatballs and gravy. Like they're gonna, sauce.
Right.
They start cooking and putting pictures on Facebook of like their eggplant palm.
Mhm.
And this is what we're having, and there'd be like a bottle of wine there. So it's just,
Come on over.
yeah, it's kind of it's a little different, and that's sort of what I do. Like I'll be okay, well let's cook, let's watch a movie, and we watch movies. And then I didn't, and same thing on Saturday. I cooked, but my kids called me and they're like, everybody's back in town,
Mhm.
and we want to come over for dinner. Okay, so that's what I did Saturday night. I was cooking
Right.
dinner for my kids
Okay.
and watched another movie.
Okay.
And then Sunday I had I did a little soiree at my house, a little Christmas party, which was super fun. And that's what I had been cooking and stuff all weekend, and I did that. I had a small crowd at my house,
Awesome.
and when you have a condo, you can't really you can
It's true.
only have so many people.
So what dishes did you prepare?
I made a beef soup.
Okay.
I made a pasta fagioli, which is it's like a pasta with bean soup. Soup. I made 2 different soups. I did very heavy hors d'oeuvres. We did chicken skewers with peanut. I made peanut dipping sauce, and my mom made chicken wings, and she made some homemade biscotti cookies
yummy.
and stuff like that. We had cannolis and nice cheese trays and spanakopita and just all kinds of.
Italian.
Yeah, it
Taste.
was fun.
Nice.
It was fun. Lots of dips and naan bread and hummus and all that stuff.
Yummy.
Cheeses and
Yeah.
dipping oils and whatever. So
Oh.
yeah, it was a lot of fun.
I think I had bread and milk.
Well, that's all you could get. That's what you
Right.
get. You went to the store.
Yeah, bread and milk.
bread and milk. That's it.
Yeah.
Crazy. Yeah.
Yeah,
What
so-
is wrong with people? It's like in Atlanta. It's not going to stay that long. So
Right.
it's how much bread and milk do you need for 2 days or 1 day?
Mhm.
Do you know what I mean? Like it's kind of crazy.
Right.
And I always have food in my house, so I can't imagine not having food. Like
Mhm.
we always have something. There's always something to eat.
No, that's good.
You know, always.
That's because you're a mom.
I am, and I have the mom hat on a lot,
Right.
especially with my, you know, the kids coming in and out and all that, so it's fun. Well, you know, I wanted to talk a little bit about healing yourself in your life, and I think this time of year, you see, you know, you hear of a lot of tragedies, you hear of a lot of depression, and people aren't so happy, and when you venture out, whether it's to Costco or to the mall, you encounter a lot of angry people, and a lot of times there's a reason why they're angry. And I think that if you heal yourself, if you start to do some self-reflection and self-healing, I think you can change yourself, and every little step, you know, it's a domino effect. You start changing the way you're thinking, and the people around you start to notice that, and it's contagious. I think it's important, and I think you know, anybody who truly loves themselves in the real sense of the word doesn't have the capacity to be mean to another person. They just can't, because they're filled with love. And I think the reason why people are mean and nasty and unhappy is because they really don't like themselves.
Probably true.
That's my thought on that. And because if there was a lot of love flowing through their veins, there wouldn't be such, you know, anger and nastiness coming through. So I want to talk about a difference between, and this isn't, I just came up with this on the way here.
Okay.
There's a big difference between being selfish and self-care. You know, people say, oh, I'm going to be selfish and I'm going to exercise, or I'm going to take time out to exercise. That's not really selfish. That's self-care.
Sure.
What's selfish is not considering another person. You know, when, you know, I don't know, I can't even think of it because I just don't think in those terms. I don't know, what is selfish? Can you think of something that would be mean? I don't know what that would be selfish. I think if you're hosting a party for somebody else and you only invite the friends that you're friends with, you're not really taking into consideration the person of honor. Who are the people that that this is for them? And I did this, you know, when my son graduated from high school last May, I hosted an event after his graduation and invited, you know, my ex-husband, his fiance, you know, and all the people in his world that were important to him to come to my house.
So that was unselfish.
I mean, I think, I would hope, yeah, I think it is. I mean, I don't have a problem with it anyway. It doesn't bother me, but let's face it, on any given night, I'm not inviting those people over to hang.
No, of course.
But this is for my son.
Right.
And this is about him.
It's a joint interest.
Right, so I guess I'm just trying to come up with something that would be, you know, what would be selfish. So I think you have to come to terms with what is really self-care and what is putting on your own oxygen mask so you can take care of others.
Right.
And I think the more you take care of yourself and do self-care is, I think the better your surrounding is going to be, your world, and the people that you deal with are going to, I think they'll change. You know, I really do. So a couple of things I got in an article. It says walk the talk. So whatever your belief system is, follow it truly and honor your beliefs. You know, whatever you believe is true, but maybe sometimes you have to change those beliefs, like what, you know, the way you think about yourself. So start changing your thinking, changing the way you think about yourself, and the way you think, and then the way you think about the world will change. And so, and then walk it. But if you really have things that are your belief system, whatever that is, you need to respect your own boundaries.
Sure.
Respect those beliefs and walk it. It says here, help others. And I think that's when you help others, you help yourself. So whatever that means, I mean, you know, whatever that means. I've been in the line at Starbucks and had somebody pay for my coffee in front of me, which I think is awesome. I mean, I'm like, really? That's so cool.
Yeah. It's a good deed. I think it's more pervasive during the holidays, but I think people should spread it out through the year.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely. I think, you know, I mean, I'd be the first. I grew up in a time where if as kids we were playing on the street and someone pulled up with groceries, we would all stop what we were doing and bring the groceries in.
Right.
You know, now
Sure.
I'm like screaming to my kids, "Can you help me?" Oh my God, can somebody come over while I'm emptying out the Costco run? This is here, it says do yoga. I mean, what do you do for exercise? You don't do you
I don't do yoga. I mean, I do work out, but I don't
Right.
do yoga. However, yoga is derived from my ancestors,
Right.
from India.
Right.
So it's kind of like the common,
Mind-
mind, body,
Right.
soul relaxation mode.
Do you
I think-
practice mindfulness?
Not as much as I should.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, yoga does help a lot of people.
Right.
Whether it's the stretching part or whether it's just meditation.
Right.
But it does help.
I do yoga, and I just got back into it after a while, and I really lost some traction there.
Yeah.
However, it's the only place where I can really be mindful, and because I can't be somewhere else and do those poses and breathe and breathe at the same time. And so it's very. I think that helps, and I feel like I'm really doing something for me. I feel like the exercise is, the boxing and whatever, I do that, that's fun, I love it. But the yoga is, I'm really taking time out
Yeah.
to be quiet. So I love that. Stop the self-infliction. This is, we blame, how much of our problems are self-inflicted, yet we blame others. So we love to blame people for what we're doing ourselves. So, and I think that happens a lot. And then surround yourself with beauty, and I think that means just knowing your own beauty, knowing the beauty of the people around you, and even if that means taking a walk. I mean, how pretty was it the other night?
It was very pretty.
Oh my
It was
gosh.
gorgeous outside.
It was so pretty here
Yeah.
with that snow falling.
Mhm.
I mean, it was lovely.
It was.
It was such a breathtaking view. I thought that this is serenity right here. It was really lovely. So I think when we do that and we just sort of revel in nature, that can be, a way of just taking care of ourselves as well.
Sure.
So I think that I want to say this right now because I'll forget. I'm going to actually be hosting a workshop in January, and we're going to talk about self-care and self-love.
Good.
And I'm going to be putting all of that out on social media and all of that. So
Awesome.
I'm very excited about that, and moving forward and really doing some of the stuff that I'm talking about, some of the videos that I've made, and some the Facebook Live and all of that, and the things that I talk about here. And I'm going to take it and put a lot of it into a workshop, and have some fun with it.
Awesome. That sounds
So so I'll let everybody know about that down the road. So I'm excited. So I want to talk about is he or she marriage material, and there's 10 questions to ask yourself, but I have my own thoughts on it. So here's some dating advice for second lifers, and it's the Just Steph rules of dating. All right. So have you ever been married?
No.
Never.
Never close.
Do you want? Oh, never close. You've never been engaged?
Mm-mm.
Oh.
Actually, never been in love.
Really?
I've never said I love to any woman I've dated.
Wow.
It's not because I didn't want to. I've never felt it.
Wow.
Yeah, I know.
Are you blocked? I'm just wondering.
Stained, blocked. I don't know. Defensive walls. Who knows?
Really?
Yeah.
Do you ever try and get to the bottom of that?
Might need a psychologist to get to the bottom of that.
Yeah. Or a little hypnotism or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, you know what? I mean, if that's where you're at, that's where you're at. I mean, at least you're honest.
Yeah, I recognize it. It's
You
not
know.
what I necessarily want to be at, but it is what it is.
Right. I mean, I think that if you're honest with your intentions, I mean, you're honest across the board, then I think then the other person can make an informed, intelligent,
True.
adult decision and
Yep.
say, this isn't working for me, and this is fine.
Right. I agree.
So I have no problem with, anything anybody says, as long as their intentions are clear,
Mhm.
whatever that is. So, so what do you think? I mean, do you think that'll be down the road for you? Or
I hope so. I'd like to think that. I'm trying to be
Yeah.
optimistic about it. I heard my sister just sent me an article today on Facebook. John Stamos, Uncle Jesse, is going to become a dad at 54. First time.
First time?
First time.
I love Uncle Jesse.
I know.
Oh, God.
I think his
He's
wife's
so
like
cute.
19. No, I'm kidding.
Probably. But he was married
Yeah.
for a while.
To that blonde, tall, I forgot her name, really pretty woman. And she married some other actor.
Yeah, I don't know, but he was married, but he's just adorable. So
Yeah, 54.
yeah, well, you know, what are you gonna do?
Yeah,
You know, I mean, maybe that's the right time for him.
right.
You know, and it works for him. I think for second lifers, it's hard. You know, see, you've never been married, but a lot of us have been, and we've either lost a spouse through, you know, unfortunate illness or through divorce, and you know, you have these apprehensions about getting married.
Sure.
This is my opinion about getting married again. I think if the relationship deserves the honor. I mean, because now we're older, we don't need to have a family, we're more settled in our lives, hopefully. We've got our act together with the help of God, and we've got a career going, and hopefully we're sliding into home, you know, in terms of, in another, you're younger than me, but, in another, 15, 20 years, it's retirement, whatever, hopefully. And so I think the appeal to get married is a lot different than when you're in your late 20s to
Right.
30s.
Plus, there's a lot more pressure.
When you're
Right?
younger.
Yeah, when you're younger.
Well, yeah, especially if you have the family like the Italians, like, when are you getting married? When are you settling down? But I think that for second lifers, I think for me, my thought is marriage is an honor. And if the relationship deserves the honor of marriage, then I think that should work. But I don't necessarily think that has to be for everybody. But I think there are a lot of things you need to look at the other person. Like, does the other person want to get married at some point?
Yeah.
Are they just getting out of a divorce and maybe aren't even thinking that yet? Or, for somebody like me, I've got my son at home. I'm not really in that space where I'm ready to get married.
Right.
I just don't even, I want to be with somebody and I want to have one significant person in my life, which I do right now, thank God, who's lovely, but I'm not really ready to stop all, I have my mom hat on
Right.
a lot. So I want to be, I want to be somebody's significant other, but I'm not sure if I'm ready to be the wife again.
Yeah.
And I would have to redefine that role for me because it's not going to be the housewife that I was.
Right.
The stay-at-home mom who cooked and cleaned. That's what I did early on. So, does the other person want to get married? How alike are you? Like, do you have a lot of things in common? I think you need to have more things in common than not because you have to sort of, look at them and say, okay, well, how are they dealing with their children? How are they dealing with their family? Does this resonate with me? Do they know that I have my family and are they willing to, do these things with my family? Is everybody ready to meld?
Right. We get along.
And get along? Do you trust them? Because sometimes when you come out of marriages, one or the other might have some more money than the other or whatever. Do you trust them?
Right.
What are your thoughts on a prenup? I mean, do you think about that? I mean, to me, personally, a prenup is if you're already thinking that, you're already thinking about divorce. That's my thought.
Right.
If you're already thinking about breaking up, like, what are we gonna, this may not work, then it won't.
But the other side of the coin is one out of every two marriages ends up in divorce, and I think 60% of second marriages end up in divorce. So it's not a case of thinking that you're about to get divorced. So I'm a realist, and not an optimist, not a pessimist. So
Right.
Those are the numbers. I go by the numbers, and
Right.
I'd probably have one just because it is what it is.
Right.
Well, I mean, I think, it depends too on where you live. I mean, premarital assets don't go to the other person.
Mm-hmm.
So it's what you gain when you're
Oh,
married.
okay, that's true.
So, at least in Georgia.
Yeah.
But, but do you trust them? Like, I think if you're not trusting the other person, if you're already thinking they're gonna steal stuff from you, I think that's a problem.
Yeah.
You know, that you need to rethink about who you're hitching your wagon to. You know, and again, it talks about the relationship with the kids. You know, is the other person thoughtful and kind? How do they treat the valet?
Absolutely.
How do they treat the waiter and the waitress?
Absolutely.
You know, you see that. You got to look at that.
How they treat your siblings, your parents.
Right.
Yeah.
Do they care about that stuff? You know, and for women tend to get into the caregiver role. And does a man want that? And is she going to allow him to do the things for her that he wants, that, you know, he wants to do for her as well? And, you know, and I think just really thinking about it. So I think it's an interesting topic going into 2018, because I don't know if you probably know, a lot of our friends have gotten married, second marriages. And it's been interesting. All the people that I started to hang out with when I first got divorced that were single are now married.
Yeah, it is interesting.
You know, Rusty and my girlfriend Susan, and, you know, so many people have gotten married, and I think it's great.
Yeah.
So.
But then there's on the flip side, there's also others that are, you know, dating seriously, some living together.
Right.
So again, it's what they each want to do. With each
Right, I think it's definitely, you know, keeping that communication open and talking about what you really want.
Yeah.
Okay, so take a risk, be vulnerable, share your heart, and love always. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, more Simmy Ahluwalia. And this one is for the birthday peeps, Linda, Fun, Rick Patterson, and Stacy Lynn. Happy birthday, peeps. Love ya. All right, so let me see who's here. You know, I think I've got to plug this in. So, all right, do this. All right, let me lower this a little. Okay, so let's see who's here. Hi, Billy Williams. Hey, Carla Galindo. Hi, Darlene. Hi, Kristen Bryan. Hi, Todd. Hi, Aiden. George West. Bobby Stauff. Polly. Hi, Susan Morgan. Hi, Carolyn. How are you? I know, gravy it is. Mark Michelson. Hi. Steve SQ goes Falcons. Hate the Saints. John Mulholland. Hi. Hi, Stephanie Cardoni. Don't unfriend me, please. Let's see. Hi, Justin Phillips. Okay, ask Simmy about the Falcons beating the Saints. That's Steve SQ. The Falcons will beat the Saints again in 2 weeks.
Redemption.
Hi, Moni. Hi, Anthony Verdoni. Hi, Gina. Hi, Dee. Oh, Steve SQ says Simmy-licious. Hi.
That I agree with.
Hi, Lovey Lavolo. Hi, Claire. Hi, Jada. Hi, Michelle Bruno. And who's here? Hi, Body Design. Antonio. And Twice Twins. Hi. Okay. All right, kids. We got a lot going on. It's almost Christmas. Who's ready? Raise your hand. Yeah? Are y'all ready?
Sure. We're ready to get some presents.
Are you ready to get some presents? I'm all done. Wrapped and everything.
I'm one of those at last minute. The night before.
You're running out Christmas Eve morning?
Yeah.
Oh,
Something like
God. Maybe you should stay single.
Well, I figure why stress? Just stressed it the day before. Figure out what to get.
Right. How are we doing on overall time? Oh, good. We're good. Okay, perfect. Okay. We're going back. I picked some fun, different, funky Christmas music
Yeah,
today.
yeah. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I thought it was a little different.
Yeah.
So, I get the Kinks, and this is the Kinks. And then the next one is, I can't remember. Oh. Who is it? Oh, Slade. Merry Christmas, everybody. That's what it was. I thought it was kind of fun. Well, next week will be my favorite, that's why. Next week is my absolute favorite Christmas music. My
Yeah.
2 favorite Christmas songs, and I play it always right before Christmas. So, but how we doing there? So are you gonna stay at the Westin?
Mm-hmm. What? Did
You
you
gonna
say?
stay at the Westin?
No, it's sold out. It's something we'll talk about.
Okay, we're back. Okay, so we're gonna talk. I'm back with Simmy. Thank you for coming back.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, so we're gonna talk a little bit about Jingle Mingle.
Yes.
So let's talk about the event, when it is, where it. What's
Sure.
going on?
So it's this Saturday, the 16th,
Mhm.
and it's going to be held this year at the Westin Buckhead, which is right there by Lenox Mall.
Right. Perfect
Um,
location.
Yeah, it's a great location. So the event is from 8 p.m. till 2 a.m. So it's a long time of partying, having a
Right.
good time. And we've been doing this for 13, 14 years now, and all the net proceeds and toy donations benefit the U.S. Marine Corps Toys for Tots Foundation.
So you need to bring a toy.
Yes. So tickets are $20 with an unwrapped toy, or $40 with no toy. And you can buy those online. I think I sent you a link.
Right.
If people want to get that link to buy
Right,
tickets.
and it's the link, but it's Exorbia.
Yeah, and there's a promo code, and I have a $5 discount for the $20 with unwrapped toy, and then a $10 discount with the $40 and no toy.
Nice.
Yeah. It's a good
So you
discount.
can get it for $15.
Yep.
And so what does that get you in?
So it gets you in, yeah. So we have just a beautiful, elaborate event coming up. So I actually host the decorations team. I have a group of volunteers, about
Right.
30, that help us set up the event. The entire ballroom that morning, Saturday morning, we spend about 4 or 5 hours setting up the decorations.
Right.
So when people check in, they get to see the ballroom that's just designed spectacularly with all the decorations
Right.
and balloons and tinsel and whatnot. So we'll have DJ Vanessa,
Right,
Audio
Vanessa.
Prism.
That's right, Vanessa Hunley,
Shout
my
out to
girl.
Vanessa.
Yep.
So she's always there. She does a phenomenal job, and she gets people on the dance floor, and they start dancing all night.
She's the best DJ
she
in
is,
town.
She is. She's the bomb.
Yeah, she's
DJ
awesome.
Audio Prism, shout
Right.
out. And everyone's dolled up. So it's
Oh,
black.
yeah.
It's black tie optional. Men are in their suits. Women are in their gowns or cocktail attire.
Right.
And it's just a very, very awesome scene of seeing people.
Cash bar.
Cash bar. Yep, cash bar. And the hotel, unfortunately, is sold out with $125 rooms that we have. I think there are still a couple of $199 rooms.
Right.
And there's also the W, which is down the street as well, that's honoring a discount.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so people can walk there.
Right.
So so it's you'll see the U.S. Marine Corps represented there. We'll have boxes to put all the toys in for collections.
Right.
It's just a fun experience of socializing, dancing. Obviously, it benefits an enormous cause here. A lot of people don't know this, but our Toys for Tots, it's called Jingle Mingle. This event is the largest fundraiser for Toys for Tots in the Southeast.
Nice.
So we'll have,
Congratulations.
yeah, thanks. And we're over 2,000 toys. We're expecting between 2,000 and 2,300 people in attendance. So it's the largest holiday party in Atlanta.
It is. I
Absolutely.
know. I've been.
Yeah, and it's a lot of fun.
I've been. It's a lot of fun. And everybody goes. Everybody's there.
Everybody's
And
there.
it's great to be in Buckhead because then you can go early
Yep.
and you started having drinks somewhere else if you
Yep.
want and end up and be
Yep.
there. It's a great venue too.
Yeah.
The Westin's lovely.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's a nice
Beautiful
place.
hotel.
It's a nice hotel and it's a great location. How many years have you been doing this?
I think Steve's going to kill me. I think it's about 13 to 14 now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Vanessa's been DJing all those years.
All the time, I think so.
Yeah, all those years.
Yeah, and
so
she's still 25. So
I
that's
know
great.
she's looking great.
She looks really good.
I know. She started when she was like 10. 5.
Exactly. She was spinning.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, but she does a phenomenal job.
Oh, great. Yeah,
she
she's
keeps
great.
everybody on the dance floor. Great
Well,
dance
her music is awesome. It's all that fun music that you want to dance to,
It
that
is.
I mean, and she goes over the, different years, but she plays just fun music.
Yeah.
It's always good.
Yeah.
So you're expecting how many? 2,300?
Between 2,000 and 2,300 people. Yeah, and of course we'll have Santa there and his wife
Oh,
to
nice.
take pictures. So
Ooh.
Santa will be there,
I love it.
and of course we have our angels too.
I know.
Yeah.
And Whitney Miller was
That's
here last
right.
week, and she said she's going to be an angel.
Yeah, she's an angel. So we're excited to have our angel.
She's
represent
perfect.
the weekend. Yeah.
She's
So,
the perfect.
she is.
She's just perfect for that role.
She is. She is.
Who
We're
else?
excited. There are a bunch of girls.
Yeah.
I can't.
Oh, you can't reveal.
Yeah. We'll let it be a little surprise.
Oh, okay. All right. So, yeah. I mean, I know that everyone's going, and so it's going to be super fun for
Yeah.
everybody. So, what else do you have going on? What you've had some other events.
So yeah, this past Monday we had the Winter White Party that was
Right.
held at the Georgian Terrace,
Right.
and that was attended really well, and everyone had a really good time there. Everyone was decked out in white.
I saw some of the
Yeah,
pictures.
a lot of cool fashion and white
Yeah.
accessories and dresses and suits and whatnot. So that was fun. Then we're having my New Year's Eve party. That's going to be at the Wild Wing Cafe in Dunwoody. That's going to be
Fun!
obviously New Year's Eve.
Who's playing?
So we're going to have a band and a DJ. The band we have, I just forgot the name. Can you believe that? Wow, it's an 80s band.
Okay.
So it's going to be, they play all fun 80s. And then we're going to have them from 8:30.
Is it members only?
No, it's not. I literally just... whatever
Okay,
my head.
you remember.
Sorry about that. Yeah, so they're going to play from 8:30 to 11:30, and then we're going to have a DJ spin from 11:30 to 2 a.m., and we'll have a breakfast buffet and a champagne toast, all for $40.
Oh my gosh,
That's
that
a
is
great
awesome.
deal. Free parking, we'll have coat check.
Oh,
Yeah,
fun.
we're expecting about 400 to 500 people there.
That will be fun.
Yeah.
Now, what if somebody wants a table there?
We are working on those prices right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I'm type A. Like I was like, okay, what am I doing? I'm gonna make my reservations. I want to do my, get everything down.
Mhm. Yeah, so they can contact me on Facebook or send me a message.
Right.
We'll get them. We're working on the prices and what they're going to get for tables.
Right. Yeah, because that would be good. I mean, I would rather do that.
Yeah.
And at least you have a place to put to
Yep.
sit for a minute.
Yep, absolutely.
So that would, and I'm sure those will go.
Yeah, I'm sure they will too.
If you're gonna have 400 to 500 people,
Mhm.
and it's a good location.
It's a great location.
I mean, it's right by the Perimeter Mall.
Yep.
It's right there. It's
Yeah,
awesome,
it
and
is.
the food is good there.
Yeah, food's good.
They have great wings and dips and and all of that. So
Yeah, so actually Goldberg's Deli owns One Wing Cafe, so they're going to be sponsoring the breakfast. So it's going to be breakfast by Goldberg's Deli.
oh my gosh,
So,
that
yeah.
is
So we're
awesome.
excited about that.
So what time does that start?
Officially, the event starts at 7:30 for people who want to come in early, have dinner.
Right.
But the band, so it does start at 7:30. The band goes on at 8:30.
That's nice. That'll
Yeah.
be fun. That's a good night.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. I can't wait.
So now is that all you do? Is it events? What are you doing? What else? are you
No,
doing?
so professionally, it seems like that's all I do, right? Professionally, I'm in real estate and finance,
Mhm.
so I help investors nationwide obtain non-bank, non-traditional financing for any type of real estate. And also I'm a realtor, so I help them find investment properties to purchase,
Right.
both residential and commercial. So that keeps me
Nice.
busy.
So I mean, why do you do all? You just love doing the events, and it's just super fun.
Yeah,
for
I
you?
mean, I started doing events in Atlanta probably 12 years ago, before social media, before Meetup, before
Right.
any of these organized groups. I was with another group that was the largest social club in Atlanta at the time, called
Right.
Square Hat.
Right.
So we did a lot of the major events at all the hot spots in Atlanta. And so I just got that in my blood, and I love bringing people together. I'm kind of good at it, and I enjoy people hanging out and having fun.
Right.
And yeah, I'll continue to do it. I've scaled it down considerably from when I have done it in the last few years, but
Right.
I still enjoy bringing people together, and everyone has a good time.
Certain people are just connectors.
Yeah.
And I think you're one of them, and so I think that's great, and so I'm happy for you, and
Yeah, thank
I think your events are going to be super fun.
I hope so. Yeah.
They always are,
Yeah,
though.
they are.
Even your stuff that you were doing at Le Meridian.
Meridian, yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Now, will you still do that?
Yeah, so I still do. I'm skipping November, December. Probably
Right.
pick it up in January and February.
Right.
We're probably going to have our annual Cupid is Stupid party there too for the singles on Valentine's.
That's a good one for you.
Yes. It is.
Maybe you need a girlfriend.
You think?
Yeah, I don't know. I hate
Maybe a
to,
couple.
yeah. Oh, there you go.
Just
As long as
saying.
your intentions are
Just saying.
clear.
Right. I am honest.
Yeah. Just be honest, and
Right.
that's all that matters.
Exactly.
So, well, I'm excited. So, okay, so let's. How can they get tickets for Jingle Mingle? Let's.
So
Sure.
yeah, they can either send me a message on Facebook. I did send you a link.
Yes.
If you wanna, I don't know how you can connect that, or people can send me a message on Facebook, or my email address, which is simmya@gmail, simmya@gmail.com. I can send you a promo code discount link. Probably the best way. You can also pay at the door.
Right.
They'll bring cash or credit cards and unwrapped toy. Unwrapped toy is the key because that's what makes the day of all these kids.
They want to make sure you're not just bringing a wrapped box.
Yes, exactly. A new unwrapped toy.
Right. New. I know. Really. Don't steal your kids' stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Let's be. But people are very generous. I think. I've been to Jingle Mingle and I've seen like bikes and. Like stuff, like a lot of stuff. I mean, they're just really.
They do.
Everybody's really nice. So I think I think Atlanta, and I feel across the board, people in Atlanta are very generous when it comes to charities and philanthropic endeavors.
Absolutely.
So I think, and it's nice. It's nice. It really is. So I think it's good. So I hope that everybody will go to Jingle Mingle and enjoy Buckhead because I think it's super fun.
It is. It's going to be two really good events going on.
Yeah, and how can they find out about Wild Wings, about New Year's Eve?
Same way, just send me a message on Facebook or contact me my email address, and I'll send you the information.
Perfect. All right, great.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to take a break, and when we come back, Living Atlanta. And this one is for Mark Johnson, Chris Arrington, and John Montine. Thanks for liking my Just Steph page. Merry Christmas.
Can't believe you forgot the name of the band.
That's hilarious.
I know.
All right, 1 hour a week, and my kids are texting me. I just need 1 hour.
Really?
Hold on, excuse me. Thank you. Just a little outside noise. I did, that's like my mom.
Denim Arcade. Oh my God.
Who is it?
Finally. Denim Arcade.
Denim
It's an
Arcade.
80s band, yeah.
We have. Oh, okay, so I get 20 minutes to go. Okay, perfect. All right. Oh, glad. We got a lot to talk about then. We've got to talk. We've got to talk more. I can't, you know what it is when I'm not used to starting in the off time?
Yeah.
I can't look at the clock.
Right.
So I don't know what I'm doing. So, oh well. All right, so I'm at 40 minutes. We're good. Oops. Oops. Hello. There we go. All right. See, in this song, it's different, huh?
You have like 17 minutes, 16, 17 minutes.
Oh, perfect. Perfect. That works good. That works great. All right. So who else is here? Who else? Let's see. Let's see. Paulie Winoski, why are you two so beautiful? We just woke up. That's how we are. Let's see. Hi, Mary Ann. Hi, Alan. Bobby D. What's going on? Hi, Jill Brandon. Steph, who's that cute guy I've seen you with in your post? You look very happy together. Oh, it's not Simmy. It's Eddie. That's my boyfriend. She's asked me about my boyfriend.
Oh, okay.
That's so funny. That's hilarious. Who's that cute? That would be Eddie. Eddie, my love. I told him I always wanted to date a guy named Eddie so I could sing this song.
Really? Oh.
Yeah.
That's what we told him.
I did tell him that. I'm that's not even like that much of a lie. That's not really a lie. Like I love that song. It's a 50s song.
Oh.
Yeah, it's Eddie, my love.
Who sings it?
I love you so. Oh, it's like one of those girl bands,
Oh.
like the Supremes, like that, but
Okay.
not the Supremes. You know what I
Right,
mean?
right. I like your highlights over there.
My what?
Your highlights.
Oh, thank you. That's
Yeah.
my highlights. I got the red
Oh,
highlights.
that's good.
1 minute? Okay, we got 1 minute before we get back on here. We got Living Atlanta. Who's ready for a fun week? All the stuff that's going on in town is crazy. So much.
There's a lot
A
going
lot
on.
of fun stuff.
Mhm.
I wish I could go out more. I just can't. So, oh well.
Where are you living?
I live in Sandy Springs at One River,
Oh, where? Okay.
near Rays on the River.
Oh, okay, over there.
Okay, we are back. All right. There's so much going on, and I know you wanted to know where to go this weekend, and you've been waiting for Living Atlanta. All right. Okay, so listen. This is a big deal, people. Drink responsibly, drive responsibly. Call designated driver, call Uber, call Lyft, call a cab, call a friend, leave your car at the valet. Do what you gotta do, but do not drink and drive.
Yep, I
It's
agree.
not worth it at all. I'm telling you, if I'm going to have 2 cocktails, I Uber.
Yeah.
Or whatever, you know. I mean, I just can't, I'm terrified. I'm just terrified to not even be drunk and get pulled over and be like, you go to jail.
Well, I mean, 'tis the season, so
Right.
they're looking for everybody. It's-
Right, and not to mention, that's not even, you know, it's not even that. I mean, you could hurt yourself or hurt somebody else. So
Sure.
please, please be very careful this time of year.
Yeah.
People are nuts. So I know what you do on Saturday night. What are you doing the other nights?
The other nights? Well, Friday, I'm not gonna stay in because we're getting up early to decorate, so.
Oh
that's
my
fine.
God, he's
Yeah.
gonna stay in.
Stay in
He's
Friday
staying
night.
in.
Be a good boy. But, you know, so we get the decorations done for Saturday, and then that'll be the party night. And then
Right.
Sunday is just football all day.
Yeah, football all day.
Yeah, football all
That's
day.
fun though.
Yeah, that's great.
It's fun to chill and watch football.
It is.
Yeah.
We only have a few more weeks.
I know. All right, so well, this weekend, I'm actually going to Boston tomorrow
All right.
for the weekend, and I've got a couple of parties to go to there.
Nice.
So, and I've got to wrap a few presents up there when I get up there, that stuff that's got to stay for the holiday, and I'll be chilling with my guy.
All right.
So that will be fun for me. So I'll be missing all the fun stuff going on here in Atlanta, but
We'll miss you.
yeah, I'll be. Yeah, thank you, and I do know that everybody's going to have a great time this weekend. It's going to be a lot of fun. So let me just tell you what's going on with Deb Bowman. Now, this actually is on Saturday night at Whiskey Mistress, and it's their second annual Christmas party where Deb is singing with Johnny Perazzo and Billy Allen, and that's from just 7 to 9. So if you wanted to go there first and then head over to
Sure.
Jingle Mingle,
You can do that.
you could definitely do both.
Yeah.
Deb is also on Friday, December 22nd. She is at 7 p.m. at the Savvy Wine Room, and she's going to be doing all her holiday songs. New Year's Eve, Deb is at 2 different places. She's at Bread and Butterfly from 7 to 10, and then she is at Savvy Wine Room till after midnight. So there's a lot of stuff going on for Deb, and now I think she's doing some singing at Midtown on Thursdays. So she's doing that as well, and she's Tuesday nights at Regent Cocktail Club.
That's
So you can get on debbowman.com and find out all her stuff, and she's also on Facebook as well with all her information, and I posted on Living Atlanta as well. DJ Vanessa Hunley is always at G's on Thursday nights doing karaoke. Saturday night she'll be at the Jingle Mingle,
Mhm.
and if you go there, tell her that Just Steph said hi, and tell her that I sent you. So, and then she's on Wednesdays at Metro Cafe Diner doing karaoke as well. Johnny Perazzo, of course, Saturday is at Whiskey Mistress, but he's there throughout the weeks. There's always live music every night at Dixie Tavern, City Winery, Venkman's, and Smith's Old Bar. So they've got a lot of stuff. You can hit their websites, look at Living Atlanta, look at my Living Atlanta calendar on my juststeph.com. You can go to the Living Atlanta link, and a calendar will come up with all the things that are going on in and around town. Now not tonight, Thursday night, Jingle and Jazz is at Lure Meridian from 5:30 to 8:30, and they're having a toy drive as well. So they're going to have some cocktails and little complimentary little nibbles and some jazz music at Lure Meridian. Also Thursday night is Mark Carroll and Friends 14th annual toy drive at the Porsche Experience, and VIP ticket holders can go in early, and they can get driven around in a Porsche.
Nice.
But you can't drive the Porsche yourselves, it says here. You have to go
Right.
with an experienced
Still,
driver.
that'd be awesome.
Yeah. So, yeah, so much fun. The Rat Pack, there's a Rat Pack tribute show, and they also are having Rodney Dangerfield with them from 7 to 9 at Brooklyn Cantina in Johns Creek if you're OTP. And there is also another OTP event, is the Eagles tribute brand, Alter Eagles at Mad Life Stage and Studios at 10 p.m. in Woodstock. So that if you're OTP. Now Friday at Venkman's is How the Grinch Stole Christmas. It's a free viewing. You can go and with your family and get some food and dinner, and they recommend you have reservations, and that's 5:30 to 7:30. From 7 to 2 a.m. is a Run with the Reindeers pub crawl in Midtown. So that sounds like a lot of fun. This is all, you can get everything online on Facebook. You just put that in the events, in your little search,
Yeah.
and all the information comes up.
Awesome.
And they have like Ree-Rah, Cuckoo Room, Flip Flop, Sutra Lounge, Tin Lizzie's, all those places are all having, that's where you do the crawl. Lots of fun. And then you can get more information at atlantabartours.com as well and buy your tickets. Hobnob Midtown Friday Night Blues, it's from 9 to 1. They have Friday Night Blues, and it's a series every Friday night and promises top-notch blues music by local bands. So if you want to support your local artists, Hobnob in Midtown, you can reserve your table at hobnobatlanta.com. Saturday morning is cardioblasted body design personal training from 10 to 10:45. They run your butt off through Georgia Tech, and then you can go and enjoy your Christmas
Very nice.
parties, right? And now from 10 to 2 is this warm-up at the shops around Lenox, and shoppers will enjoy complimentary cappuccino, hot chocolate, and hot apple cider, which is super fun if you're shopping to stop and get some stuff like that. And there's a pub crawl on the Beltline. It's the winter edition. The tickets are at exorbia.com, and the event has been rescheduled to this weekend because last weekend it was not conducive. And you go from Inman Park to Piedmont Park on the East Side Trail on the Atlanta Beltline, and there's all the great places: Opry Dam, Bread and Butterfly, City Winery, Atlanta, Frogs, Hampton and Hudson, Mellow Mushroom, Pure Taqueria, Inman Park. It's all lots of fun, and of course the
Jingle Mingle.
There you go.
My cue.
Jingle Mingle, right? So that is Saturday night,
Saturday night.
and it's from 8
p.m. to 2 a.m.
to 2 a.m. at the Westin Buckhead. Lots of fun. Just get online. You can find everything on Facebook.
Yep.
And
just find me.
Find Simmy.
Find Simmy.
He's everywhere.
FindSimmy.com.
He's like Savoir Faire.
That's right.
That was a cartoon back in the day. Savoir Faire is everywhere.
Yeah.
He's Savoir Faire. This guy's everywhere. Now Sunday, this is super fun. Angela Rain and Friends holiday party at Red Sky Tapas and Bar. And it's no cover. It's 6 to 8:30. Their food is awesome there.
That's
It's
good.
very good. She's going to be performing her holiday tunes, and she has it's like acoustic stuff, and it's going to be super fun for her. And I know that you want to book directly. You can book via Open Table, or you can call Red Sky Tapas and reserve a table.
Awesome.
Cold draft beer is at Johnny's Hideaway at 8:30 p.m. on Sunday night. It's a $5 cover. Now coming up Monday night is Kenny's Kickoff Crew is at Huey Louie's in Sandy Springs, and it's from 7:30 to 1 a.m. It's the Falcons versus the Buccaneers.
Yep.
So you don't want to miss that. That's a lot of fun. That's always a good time at Sandy Springs, right?
Yeah.
I mean, in the Huey
That
Louie's.
is, yeah,
The food
it's
is
good
great there.
Mhm.
They have great food, great cocktails. They're very open and welcoming to Kenny's peeps. So they're very friendly, and they treat everybody so nicely there. There's a holiday concert also on Monday night at Haven Restaurant. It's at 6:30. It's in Brookhaven with Joe Granson. It's $125 per person, and the restaurant is closed for regular customers, clients. And there's the Joe Granson Quintet and guest vocalist Robin Lattimore, and Chef Stephen Herman will prepare a delicious 4-course menu with wine pairings to indulge in as you listen to holiday jazz and Joe's new songs. So it sounds like a lot of fun. So, very Christmassy. And Wednesdays, I just found out Mark Phillips is at New York Prime from 6 to 10. So that's a lot of fun. So don't miss that. Now on Wednesday, 12:20, the Vista Room. This sounded so much fun. This came across my my emails, and I wanted to tell you about this. Make your holiday bright with a little martini and moonshine. And it's the new show from Micah and the Swinging Saddle Punks.
Nice.
And it's Wednesday, December 20th. It's at the Vista Room in Decatur. But it's your favorite Christmas songs, Beehive hairdo hits, and rockabilly.
Sweet.
So I thought that sounded like a blast.
It does.
So I
Good name for
okay.
that.
Doors open at 7:30. Show starts at 8. They have great food and drink, and And we're good. And so, and it's a lot of fun. So, I mean, that looks like fun for me.
It
Like,
does.
I would be like, oh my gosh,
Yeah.
that would be awesome. A lot of dancing and all that. So,
Mhm.
have you been over there to the
No.
guest room?
No.
I think there was something going on there. I haven't been there.
Hmm.
I don't go much over that side,
Where is it?
Decatur.
Oh, Decatur, yeah.
But there's a lot of stuff over there.
There was a lot of stuff over there.
I mean, I've been to Eddie's Attic,
Yeah.
but I haven't been to a lot of the
It's a
places.
hike.
Well, that's what it is.
We sort of live in the same direction.
Right.
We live in the same area, so that's
Right.
a hike from us.
Right, and you know what? I think what happens is you know, if you want to take Uber somewhere, you don't want
Yeah.
to spend
Right, $50.
$50 one way.
Right,
So, and I'm not gonna drive.
right,
So I think that's probably why I don't get over there.
Yeah.
Maybe we gotta find somebody to drive us.
exactly. DD,
Yeah, DD. So anybody who's not drinking,
yeah. We'll buy you food.
yeah, no kidding, right? I would
Yeah.
do it,
Yeah,
totally.
absolutely.
That's it. So what do you have going on for Christmas? What do you do?
Yeah, we celebrate like everybody else.
Right.
Family will be coming up, and I'll get together at my sister's
Nice.
this Christmas, and she's going to cook. Use that term very loosely.
Ah.
Just saying.
I hope she doesn't watch.
She doesn't watch.
Yeah, there you go.
But she might. So yeah, good family time. You know, the whole
Nice.
present thing, and
I love it.
lots of holiday cheer and some wine and eggnog and.
I see sometimes that you're out and about with your family.
Mm-hmm.
I love that.
Yeah.
You know,
We're pretty close.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah.
Does everybody live here?
No, my parents live in Mississippi, and my sister and her family live in here. Live here.
Right. So you went to
Live.
Mississippi
Went to
State.
Mississippi State Bulldogs.
Nice.
Yes.
I know. I went to visit there in September. I went to visit my son.
Yeah. Did you like the
So-
campus?
Oh, it's beautiful.
Yeah, isn't it?
And we went to a couple of really lovely restaurants.
Did you? Okay.
We went during non-football week.
Right.
I went on a weekend that there wasn't any football, so
Right.
I wasn't going to deal with that.
Did you see the stadium?
I did.
It's a
It's
nice stadium.
beautiful.
Yeah, it's
It's
new.
lovely. It's a lovely campus.
It is.
So it was fun. It was a fun ride. There was really nothing to look at on the way there, but it was okay.
Yeah.
We had a good time. So, you know, I got a big shout out to my Boston birthdays, John Driscoll, Barbie Bishop Garvey, and Jody Beth. Happy birthday, Boston peeps. You know, I'm very excited about my workshop that's coming up in January, so I'll have more information on that as the weeks go on, and it'll be all on social media. Of course, you can find me everywhere. Steph Palermo, Just Steph on Facebook, and Living Atlanta for all your events. JustSteph.com is my website, and I have my press kit on there, and all the stuff that I have going on with my speaking engagements and everything. And we'll get my workshop up on there. And of course, there's the Living Atlanta click for everything that you want to see in and around Atlanta. Steph Palermo I'm at Steph Palermo is my Twitter. On YouTube, Instagram, Just Steph1. I'm everywhere. So that's it. Lots of fun stuff coming.
Yes,
2018 is
yes.
going to be a great year, right?
It better be a good year.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it needs to be.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah, so
Cheers to that.
I know. Cheers to you know, it was a good year. 2017 was a little bit of a learning year for me, but it was good.
Yeah.
Not so awful, and you know, not bad. I had a great time, had a lot of fun, a lot of traveling for me, so it was good. And you know, but I'm really, really looking forward to 2018.
Yeah.
Some
A lot
new
of people
stuff.
are,
Yeah.
Definitely.
So and I wish you a Merry Christmas and a
Ditto.
Happy New Year,
Yeah.
and I'll see you.
And thanks for having me again.
Yeah, you'll come back.
Absolutely.
All right, great.
Yeah.
All right, kids, know I love you all. Wishing you love, balance, and peace. Ciao, ciao, baby. Love you. All right, that was good. We'll just take a couple of pictures. All right. John Seifert, you're late. We're all done. All right, kids. Bye. All right, so what am I doing? And there we go. And here. All right, kids, I love you. Bye.